Ah, is this me? I can't tell.
Black Sabbath, that's a band.
It
won't be a band much longer. We saw them on their tour, The End.
He's wearing the shirt. Can't see the end part, but
No.
gotta stand up.
Look at that ass.
Final tours.
Yeah. We saw this Camden, New Jersey, basically Philly.
Pretty much
area.
Philly.
BB&T Pavilion because banks like to buy banks all the time.
Banks like to they like to buy each other.
Yeah.
They all buy each other, and then one of them's going to fuck up, and then our whole economy's going to be fucked.
Yep.
Like it's not already.
Yeah.
That's a different conversation for a different day.
Yeah.
So yeah, Black Sabbath. This is with Ozzy, Geezer, Tony Iommi, and Tommy Clufatos, I guess his name is, on drums. No Bill Ward on the final fucking tour. He's too fat.
He's fucking fat.
Yeah.
Black Sabbath's going to be hanging it up. Not going to do it anymore. I mean, don't blame them. They've been around since 1969.
I mean, yeah.
It's
just also that topic. It's weird that like all of these bands are calling it quits right around the same time. Sabbath, supposedly AC/DC. Rush basically called it quits.
Well, I mean, it's been basically almost 50 years
gonna
for
happen.
Sabbath.
I mean, it's gonna happen. It just sucks that we're at that point in time where it's like, not that where it's like it has to happen at this point. So it's like,
Yeah. And some bands, unfortunately, have to stop, like Motorhead. Stop in the most, sad and unfortunate ways.
yeah. It's like, oh.
It's hard to believe that Sabbath has been like a band for almost 50 years.
I know.
Like they were just shy.
I think it was the
It'll probably be about 47 when they're done.
yeah.
Anyways, the opening band was called Rival Sons. Now, we had a awful time parking. Traffic was shit getting into there. And then it took a little, where we have to park to where the venue is
like a
like 2
mile.
miles or something. It's crazy.
It's a hike.
Yeah. So we had to walk a long time, then we get in there and,
It's
a
crowded.
whole bunch of stuff. So we didn't really see them play that much.
I think we saw one song.
Yeah. We heard them play.
I've never heard of them. I should probably check them out, though. They
Not
were
bad.
kind of like a rock band.
Yeah,
They're pretty much just a rock band, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd never really heard of him before today either. So I'll have to just because again, also because I'm like, oh man, we missed them, and I usually don't like to try to do that, to not support openers. So I'm just like, all right, I'll have to check them out just so yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, Sabbath came on
time.
fairly
Or early.
quickly.
Yeah.
It was like less than a half an hour later, and they were on. It's like,
It was probably about 15, 20 minutes between Rival Sons ending and...
I mean, to put it in perspective, doors opened at 7, or doors were at 7. Still started 7:30.
Mm-hmm.
Sabbath was on by like just after 8:30.
Yeah.
Which is
And then
weird.
They ended at around 10:15. So even the show itself ended kind of early for normal shows. You're used to like 11, 11:30.
Sometimes
whatever.
later.
Yeah. In the case of, what was that show? Death Angel.
Yeah.
I remember seeing, nobody's going to remember this band really, but I remember seeing Conducting from the Grave, and they came on at like 12:30 and ended at like 1:30. That was pretty cool. But anyways, so yeah. What you guys think of Black Sabbath?
So this is mine and also Tyler's second time seeing Black Sabbath, and I want to say for the most part, the overall feeling, and it's also maybe because it was like, wow, this is the last tour, and the atmosphere was better than the last time we saw them. but I think maybe the band themselves were maybe a little bit better last time we saw them, maybe.
Yeah.
And I would say the crowd was probably a little bit better last time we saw them. But I mean, the crowd was still amazing. You know, it's just with I took a video of the fucking one part of War Pigs with everybody singing along. It's fucking probably up there, one of my favorite things I've ever experienced at a live show.
Didn't you see them inside last time?
Yeah,
That was awesome.
So that might have had like a contribution to it because it's a bigger arena.
Yeah. The crowd singing along to the guitar part toward the end of the song is up there with hearing the crowd singing "Shooting Star" by Bad Company when I saw Bad Company live, and the Iron Maiden crowd singing along to "Fear the Dark."
Mm-hmm.
It was like
That was awesome.
It was like this is up there, but they played like a lot of just like a lot of the songs you honestly like you kind of want to hear. There's only really 2 songs that I feel like they should maybe put in, which was Sweet Leaf and Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. Other than that, like they opened with the title track, which I thought was very fitting. And it was just cool way to open it. You know, they played other big songs that a lot of people know of, like Fairies Wear Boots, Into the Void. Of course, they played War Pigs, N.I.B, Iron Man. All those songs. Children of the Grave, Paranoid. They played it, and then they played like Snowblind, which I was like, that's at least in my opinion, that's a bit of a deep cut. Like Hand of Doom, and like I was like, wow, these are, I was like all kind of behind this. These are some different songs, and they played good. The band did fine, for again considering their age. You can kind of tell that like they were down tuned because like down-tuning guitars, like, makes it easier on the singer a lot of times. Also, supposedly it makes it, especially for, like, Tony Iommi, because, he's got those 2 prosthetics on his fingers, it makes it easier to play guitar with down-tune. That's kind of why they started with that. So you could tell that things were, like, down-tuned, and, sometimes Ozzy, didn't sound good, but, I mean, it's Ozzy.
At least you could understand him when he spoke 90% of the time.
And there was a couple of instances where
I was surprised, actually.
Yeah.
You could. Because the past 2 times I've seen Ozzy, it's like, I don't know what you're saying. The only thing I can understand is fuck.
Fuck. I can't... he only really said, I can't fucking hear you, like, twice, which was surprising.
No, but he was always asking how we were doing.
How the fuck are you?
How the fuck you doing?
And then, other than that, I mean, like, musically and, like, the show was great. Like, the light show and the stage stuff was all cool. And then the stuff they had on, like, the Titantrons or whatever and, like, on the projections, like, the effects they had on them playing is, like, some of the best I've seen at a show. And it's probably a good thing because, I mean, again, they're old. Not the most exciting band to watch. I mean, you get a kind of a kick sometimes with some of the antics that Ozzy does. When he's, like, bouncing around on stage and just running around. You get it, but other than that, like, it was fucking good show. I'm glad I got to be a part of this because Sabbath is a band that's just is a once in a lifetime experience. Honestly, to be able to see them and to be able to see them in this kind of setting where it's like, time to crack up and finish up what we want to do with ourselves as musicians. So it was cool. I thoroughly enjoyed myself the whole time.
Okay, this was my first and last Sabbath show. So I really can't compare the crowds. I can't really compare how the band sounded the previous times. But there were certain songs, like he said, where you could tell, or at least where I could tell, that they had down-tuned a bit because Ozzy can't hit certain notes like he could in War Pigs and things like that anymore. There's a lot of songs I didn't recognize, but I was not the hugest Sabbath fan. I didn't recognize like Snowblind or Behind the Wall of Sleep or any of that stuff, or Hand of Doom. But I recognized, of course, the big ones like, War Pigs, Black Sabbath, Iron Man, Paranoid, of course. Yeah, like you said, this is not the most entertaining band to watch on stage anymore. I'm sure they used to be a lot more lively, 30, 40 years ago, before they got old and needed parts replaced on them. Quite literally in Tony Iommi's case. But overall, I mean, it was a great atmosphere. It was a great feeling to be there for the final tour. It wasn't the final show. And yeah, there was really only a couple songs that I wish they would have played. Mainly Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath being the one that I wish they would have played. But they'll probably play that as their last show. They'll probably do that as the Encore or something like that. Stage effects were cool, the lights, the lasers, all that stuff. The screen effects were cool. Overall, it was just a very fun atmosphere, and it was interesting actually being able to understand Ozzy when he spoke. But they were a band I would definitely have seen again if I'd seen them or had the chance to see them years ago. Definitely a band I would have wanted to go see again.
Yeah, I mean, it was an awesome show. It's always sad seeing a band's final tour, but it's always exciting because they're gonna play whatever the fuck they kind of want to play and songs you want to hear, and it was awesome to see. Ozzy's always just a very interesting guy on stage. It's always funny how he'll take the mic and walk 3 steps away from the mic stand, but then come right back and put the mic back on. It's
he's very awkward.
What the
on
fuck,
stage.
man? Just either take the mic and go somewhere, or just stand there. It's just goofy, and how he just kind of bounces and stuff. It's
There's
funny.
a lot of pelvic thrusts too. I
Yeah.
saw, and swinging the mic. I'm like,
Yeah,
all
and
right.
how there was a time where he wanted the crowd to clap, but he was completely offbeat, 100% off. Not even just a little bit, 100% off. And then there was a lot of times where he wants the crowd to do the arm waving thing, and no one really did it. And,
Well, the people up front did. It's just
Yeah.
back in the lawn, we're like,
yeah.
It's is he really going to be able to see us back here in the lawn?
Yeah, but I mean, it was awesome. I thought their setlist was really good. They played a song that I didn't expect them to play was "Dirty Women." It's a fine song, but take that out and put in "Sweet Leaf," man. Everybody knows "Sweet Leaf," and people want to hear "Sweet Leaf." I'm just surprised that they didn't play that song. And so they ended with "Children of the Grave," but then came back with an encore, which Ozzy was like, "If you just start screaming, we'll come back out." It's they're gonna fucking come back out.
Yeah.
But then he comes back and he's like, we're gonna play one more. And then they ended with "Paranoid." And don't get me wrong, I like "Paranoid." That's an awesome song. I know it's their most popular song. I don't know if it's really the song to end on.
No.
Personally, I would have flopped "Paranoid" and "Children of the Grave." Came back on stage, played Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, and then played "Children of the Grave." I know they're old, and we shouldn't expect them to play an 18, 20 song set. They played 14 songs, but 1 or 2 more would have been nice to hear. But once again, I know they're old and they can't really do it like they used to.
That's the whole reason they're stopping is because
Exactly.
they can't do it.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
know.
see, we kind of can't complain too much.
I know. It's just you like Sabbath so much, and it's their final tour, and you're like, I just want them to play everything that's fucking awesome, And there's other songs they have that are good that I know they would never play live, but at least those 2 songs, I wish they would have played. But overall, I thought their set list was cool. I mean, War Pigs is always probably one of the best songs to ever hear live from any band. It's just awesome. It's awesome, with the guitar, with the crowd singing along to the guitar towards the end, but then the crowd singing the verses, and how Ozzy sang one line and the crowd sang the other one. That's just so cool, man. It's just something that's just special, and you can't really
Replicate that.
Yeah. It's so cool. And when the crowd's kind of going along with the guitar and stuff, like, that legitimately gave me chills. It's so cool. And it's kind of a once-in-a-lifetime thing. It was an awesome show. I noticed Ozzy just didn't sound that great sometimes. And I know, once again, he's old. He can't hit the notes he used to. But there were some times where it was like...
Yeah.
But otherwise, I mean, Tony Iommi can still fucking shred. That guy can still just jam. And, I mean, the whole band just jams, and it's nice. And especially, like, Geezer Butler jams. And that fucking drummer, man, that drum solo was awesome.
Yeah.
He fucking went on for like 10 minutes.
I'm like, dude, damn.
Your arms are going to fall off. Come on.
I know.
And he was going to town with it, too.
Mm-hmm. It was pretty cool. Yeah. Black Sabbath. Go see him, man.
Might be the most packed I've seen the BB&T Center.
Yeah. Definitely for me.
I'm trying to decide whether or not I feel like it was more packed than Foo Fighters. Maybe.
I don't know, because like we had a different perspective when we went to see Foo Fighters.
Yeah, we were
way in the back, and we could see everything in front of us.
But that's the thing, when you're in the back, and then it's like, then you get that sense of, okay, everybody's in front of us.
Yeah.
Whereas we were in the middle sort of, and it's like, but there's still all kinds of people behind us too, and it's like I want to hope that this show had more than the Foo Fighters, just personally.
Honestly, I think you were right, because really the only bare spots I saw on the lawn were like where those fucking posts are.
Yeah,
because nobody wanted to stand there. So yeah.
I think this is definitely the biggest crowd I've ever seen there. I think the closest I've seen to this was Mayhem 2012 with Slipknot headlining.
I mean that was
a lot of people.
That's fucking big thing. So
yeah, there was some fucking just dudes in front of us that were like having like a high school reunion, man, and it was so annoying. I'm sorry. It's fine to run into your friends, but just don't fucking talk the whole time while the band's playing. Like, one, respect the band. It's their final show that you're ever going to see of them. It's the final time you're ever going to hear any of these songs live. And just respect the people around you that actually want to pay attention to the music. Like, that just pissed me off. It's like, do that after, do that
before.
Yeah, if you want to say something, say it in between songs. But when the band's playing, just shut the fuck up. Like, God. And it's like, this dude was there with his kid, but him and his buddy smoked all their blow before they fucking watched the band. It was like, he's like, yeah, man, smoked it all. We're all gone. I'm like, okay.
I didn't know you could smoke blow.
Yeah.
Blow is cocaine.
Or
that's
whatever. That's what they were saying. Like, I did all my blow or whatever. I don't know.
Did cocaine then?
I guess. That's what he's saying.
Those some fucking...
Hey, Sam is here now.
Yeah. those some fucking guys to the right of us. We had our own special smoke show. Ripping that fucking...
all those
the fattest rip I've ever seen from a vape.
Yeah. So many fat rips that went straight towards her face. It made me honestly want to build a sick rig.
I kept on getting distracted occasionally because like 50 feet in front of us I'd see just
yeah. It's like and you could tell there was a guy in front of us that just got more and more drunk as the show went on. And after they played, I forget which song, but it was a song where Tony Iommi just had this awesome guitar solo. And then, the band... and then the guy's like, fucking Tony Iommi's best guitar player ever. Fuck those shredders.
Man.
Yeah. And then we sat in the parking lot for like an hour before we actually...
Yeah, we got done at like... We were probably 5 minutes. We were probably at the parking lot by 11:15. We probably didn't get out until midnight.
Yeah.
You get out of Camden until midnight. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there traffic?
Traffic getting out of the parking lot and everything. It was fucking... Fuck.
Awful.
Yeah. But, go see Black Sabbath. Last time you ever go and get the chance to see them.
If you get a chance, go.
Possibly the last chance you'll just get to see any of these guys on the stage.
Before they die.
Yeah.
Basically.
I don't know if Ozzy's continuing with his solo band or not. But, I mean...
I haven't heard...
there.
He's getting up there.
anything either way, really.
I feel like he'd want to do a final tour with.
Yeah,
as,
probably.
As a solo
it would
thing.
make sense. So yeah, Black Sabbath. Go see him. It was awesome.